Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got the overview of all of the planetary energies for June. Okay, now firstly I must tell you I'm not doing the individual horoscopes anymore, or at least not for a while. They just take so long to do, 3 or 4 days, and I find that time quite intense. So what I've done is I've written out the horoscopes. They're all there on my website. I will leave a link here in the description so you can go to your horoscope and read all about your zodiac sign. They're actually, once I started writing, it's like I couldn't stop. And so they're actually really in-depth, much more than what I've done in videos past. I usually used to do a 15-minute video, and I'm just finding in the text I'm putting more and more. So you might notice they're far more technically correct, and there's just a lot in there. So please go and check out your horoscope on my website on the link below. But the standout for June is really Jupiter trining Pluto, and Pluto's retrograde at the moment since the 3rd of May. So this is going to bring big changes within for everyone. It's a very transformational energy. Jupiter trining Pluto. Pluto will be in Aquarius initially, and then as the retrograde goes on until the 12th of October, it will be in Capricorn. So Pluto in Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So Uranus is a very revolutionary type planet, very unpredictable, but loves the sense of liberation and freedom. So Jupiter is going to amplify this, and you might find that you really learn a lot by this retrograde movement going on with Pluto being trined by Jupiter. It's going to be intense. It will really be very much amplified by Jupiter. So you'll learn a lot, and it could be that you go through these things so in the future you can teach people about what you've learnt from all of these energies being dredged up and transformed within. Over the next 4 months, you're going to really be asked to hold these energies within yourself if you possibly can, rather than venting them out all over the place. If you can hold them in, there's like a sort of process, an alchemical process if you like, of turning the lead into gold within. And so this means if you can hold those energies within, they're going to transform and you'll never be the same. It's a very, very beneficial and healing process. So for your own good, I would hope that you can somehow manage to do that. Everyone will be affected. Obviously, Sagittarius and Scorpio are going to be really affected very strongly. The 3rd of June, that happens on the 2nd of June, by the way. The 3rd of June sees Mercury entering Gemini. Also, the 6th of June, the new moon enters Gemini. And it's going to be a very communicative time. You could be intellectually more curious. You could be doing lots of trips in your local area, and there's new beginnings, meeting new people, socialising, a lot of chit-chat, talking over the back fence to the neighbour, perhaps. And this energy of learning or study is also there as well. So that's sort of like a bit of a theme in June, learning or studying for everybody. And even if it's just learning what's within you and it's not necessarily formal education, you're still going to learn a lot. It's still worthwhile. Then on the 9th of June, Mars enters Taurus, and this brings a grounding of the Mars energy, the forces of ambition and drive and determination to get ahead is really going to be grounded in Taurus. So Taurus is very determined, very stable, and just gets on with the job. So Mars is going to give you the energy on the 9th, from the 9th of June, to really accomplish things in the physical world in a very solid and real way. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, add an extra day to these dates too, by the way. Then we're moving to the next sign. The next planetary movements involve Cancer, and on the 17th, Venus moves into Cancer and Mercury as well, and then on the 20th, the Sun moves into Cancer. So this could become very important around your home and family. It could be a time when you're thinking about decorating, making things beautiful, and Venus encourages you to spend on luxury items, so do be aware of that. Mercury, very communicative, and also Mercury rules over transactions, so that could involve things like your credit card or debit card, spending and buying for home items, or perhaps on family members. So yeah, just be aware you might be needing a bit more money in June. The Sun entering Cancer on the 20th brings a lot of insight and awareness, but also comfort and security. It could be that you want to make your home a very comfortable place. These energies could also manifest in your workplace, that you want to make your workplace more comfortable and beautiful as well. You could invite close friends and family to your home and entertain as well. On the 21st, the full moon is in Capricorn, and that combined with Jupiter trining Pluto really is likely to dredge up a lot of subconscious energies, and they come out full bore. In Capricorn, hopefully they won't make too much of a mess, but there could be some real physical results, okay? So you can see the other theme this month, as well as learning and study, the other theme seems to involve making things physically real. In Capricorn, it could involve a parent or a grandparent. Issues around authority could involve social media, perhaps, or your reputation or status in some way. It's like your life becomes... So the full moon in Capricorn, be careful you don't have a meltdown on social media, perhaps. That's the 21st. The last day of the month, last day if you're in Australia and New Zealand, or the 29th if you're in most countries, Saturn is going retrograde, okay? And it will be retrograde in Pisces until the 16th of November. Saturn in Pisces really isn't very comfortable at all, and it could be a bit messy, basically. But it is likely that you'll feel some sort of internal challenge or restriction. And remember, with Pluto being trined by Jupiter already dredging along the bottom of your subconscious, those restrictions are going to come up most probably. So it could manifest as being not confident to do what you want to do. On one hand, you may feel like you're needing to be free of a situation. That could be a relationship, or maybe a job, or even relocating to get out of an area, for example. Maybe that's why you would beautify your home to sell it if you're fortunate enough to own your own home. But there's this real sort of need to liberate yourself from a situation. But it's not so much really to do with the outside world, it's more to do with how you feel internally. So by all means, liberate yourself internally and give yourself plenty of time. There's no rush to do this. Once you're clear thinking and clear-headed, then you can go ahead and make decisions that affect you physically. So I would not be rushing into anything. So Aries, for example, it's important not to be overly impulsive about what you're feeling at that time, because when a planet is retrograde, often when it turns direct, the situation changes completely. So you may not feel the same way after the 12th of October with Jupiter trining Pluto. Pluto will be moving ahead very slowly, but Jupiter moves much faster. And so by October, things will be totally different. Okay, so that's it for the overview for June. thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I intend to move on with other interesting projects. I want to use that time that I have been doing the video horoscopes. I want to use that time to do interesting things, like I watched Baby Reindeer on Netflix recently, and electricity was just popping in my head with all of the ideas I had. So I want to be more creative. Doing horoscopes is creative on one level. There is, however, a lot of technical work that's involved, which sort of can kill the creativity. So I never want to lose my creativity. So there will be new changes happening. I just need to find time to allow that to happen. But in the meantime, if you've found this useful, leave a like and a comment. That would be fabulous. And I'll see you all again soon. And I'll be on very shortly doing the pick a card for this week, the pick a card tarot reading. Okay, so have a great week. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now.